Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, whatever. Look at how gorgeous it is. So maybe if you guys are sitting here watching, I'm like totally honored because like it's so beautiful out. What was I going to say? I was going to say a few things. Oh, today being May 3rd, 2020, I just wanted to put out there, this is a seed day. This is an Empress day. This is the womb day. So anyone who's going to be calling me, there's no doubt in my mind, are really in a manifestation place. And it's where you plant seeds. And that's the beauty of planting seeds and manifesting is you get to decide what kind of seeds, what kind of growth you want. And the other thing I just wanted to touch on is with this being May, the number 5, this is truly a spiritually motivated kind of intentional month. And so, I just have this weird feeling, and maybe I'm just weird, maybe it's the sun, but I just feel like we're going to come back into our lives fully, probably sooner. Well, it can't be sooner than later because we've all been waiting for it. But if we just send out the intention, like we love doing this, but we miss the people that come into our store. We miss that physical contact. We miss all of it. But I mean, this is as close as we can get. So for now, it's at least something. And so we're just privileged to be here and honored. And so just so you know, I wanted to put it out there in terms of the day, the actual energy of the day. So having said all that, just to remind you, if you want a piece of paper, often what happens is in the reading, I never know where I'm going. Like I don't have a script here. I'm just going by what is directing me just when I touch and tap into your field. So you never know whose number I'm going to be looking at or where I'm going. I don't even know. And so if you have a piece of paper and a pen, you may not really connect with the date. You may, but after the reading, you may go, oh yeah, this happened or this happened. I truly believe everything led us to this moment, like everything. And there are very distinct circumstances or experiences that lead us to where we are. All I know is anyone who resonates with my work as a seeker, anyone who resonates with my work as a spiritual leader, anyone who resonates with how I am, kind of what I bring forward, is a person that is a humanitarian and is here to serve. And so it's just a wonderful community of people that are here to give of themselves. And really my work is being able to give of yourself in a way that doesn't strip you of your energy. So it's, just wanted to put that out there. Other than that, I love Lloyd's shirt. Sanity is overrated. I'd agree with that. And we're going to carry on with our first call. And just to turn down your sound, just because we get reverb here if you don't. Okay, so we're going with Lucy. Lucy, the sky. I'm kind of losing my mind, but don't worry about it. It's all good. Beauty. We're gonna rock it. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lucy?
Yes, speaking.
Hi, Lucy.
Hi.
This is Lindsay calling you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm fabulous.
Good.
Enjoying this beautiful day.
I know, it's pretty amazing. So, if you wouldn't mind spelling your first name for me.
Would you like my birth name or I go by Lucy?
Whatever you go by.
So it's Lucy.
Lucy. And so, okay, and your birth year, Lucy?
February 2nd, my year is 1973.
Wow. Do you know what that means?
No.
It means you're a record keeper. Do you see this? 1973, that's a 2. February, that's a 2.
Yes.
The second day, that's a 2. This lets me know you're an old soul.
Yes.
like a really
Yeah.
old soul. And you know what else it tells me?
Yes.
That you have a hard time letting go of anything.
That's exactly me.
Like for you, you believe holding on to an emotion or holding
Mm-hmm.
on to an experience and having it tucked away in a file. For you, you believe that that gives it kind of a sense of importance.
Yes.
And what if you're
Yeah.
wrong?
Okay. I probably am.
I mean, you know what I'm telling you, like it's really interesting because I mean, here my very first call is this beautiful person that has three aspects of two. And so for you, you believe that if you let go of the file, that in some way you're betraying the people you love, the people that you know that you honor their circumstance, and so you kind of just store it. And one thing I definitely would do, especially in the year of 4 for you, Lucy, is I would just honor everything that is important. I want you to go into your body and I want you to go to the files and I want you to see if there's a death that has a huge importance for you. I want you to go to that file that you have stored away and I want you to figure out where you've stored it in your body. And then once you go and you find the file, because trust me, I know you can do this. I want you to go into the file. And I want you just to be able to say, okay, this person passed away. I love this person so much. And this is what they taught me. And this is what I've learned from having them in my life. And this is what I've learned. And then it's like being able to offload, because like most, when people have this many twos, then I know that they have a sense of weight or they feel kind of burdened.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that sometimes.
24. And see, what's really amazing is like you understand that you hesitate, that you hold back information.
Yeah.
And that you do so by intuitively picking up on people and being able to kind of get their mood. And so depending on the mood, this is the information you bring. Okay, you ready? Right hand
Yes.
up. Tell me when your hand is up.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
I am committed
I am committed
in the year 2020
in the year 2020
to bring more
to bring more
of my wisdom
of my wisdom
and my guidance
and my guidance
into this world.
into this world.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you know, I think the beautiful thing about you is that you are really, truly a listener.
Yes.
And that no doubt, like, there's not a lot of people that listen. And you truly listen to people. And you hear them.
Yes.
But
Yes,
what's
I do.
really interesting, your first thing that you want to do is you feel you want to comfort them. And I'm just saying, wouldn't it be better just guide them? It's like, you're going to be fine. Like, trust me, you are going to be fine. You are going to get on the other side of this. And it's where you just kind of guide them back to their power.
Okay.
Like, wouldn't that just be amazing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because you understand that for you, it goes on in your head, it goes on in your tummy, and it goes on in your throat.
Yes.
And do you know why that is?
Does that explain my constant sore throat?
No doubt in my mind. But do you know why that is?
No.
I can tell you why, at least it's my interpretation,
Okay.
is that in a past life you were persecuted.
Interesting.
Like, you understand, like, you know, like for instance, like even as a little girl, you would have this recall, you'd have this dread, and you wouldn't even know what it was from. Like, you were just always on guard. And so it's like, if you believe, like I believe, that whatever we're dealing with in the present, when we're triggered in it, it's usually connected to our history in this present life. but it's also connected to past lives. And for you, there is no doubt in my mind. And so it's just where, you know, being able to look at, like, do you have any particular connection with anyone? Like, you know, some people have a real connection, like say with Mary, or they have a real connection with, you know, just just somebody. Do you have anyone that you kind of have an interest with?
That I connect to spiritually?
Yeah, like that has passed from our history.
I mean, spiritually with, like God.
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or anything, or anybody. Like some people, like, you know, I used to have this real obsession about Jim Morrison. Like I see. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I don't even really know.
Yeah, well,
it'd
be interesting. Like most priestesses are drawn to old furniture, or like old kind of interesting spiritual things that are old, and they don't even know why. This is a very restorative year for you. This is where you get to advocate for yourself. And this is where you get to find your spiritual balance. So it's a perfect time for you to plant the seed, just to speak more honestly, and be aware when you hesitate, but just have that inner dialogue. It's like, I want to just be more authentic. I want to be more real. Last year, you were in a shedding year. What did you let go of last year?
I'm trying to let go of my marriage.
Okay.
Like so it's been a little struggle.
Okay.
So I've been separated for about a couple years. So.
Okay. And your ex's name?
Steve.
And his birth year?
March 1967.
And March 20th?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you understand he kept you anxious.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Yeah? Like you never really...
past couple of years, you mean?
No, all the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and he had a wall.
Mm-hmm.
He put up a wall.
Yes.
And so there'd be no talking to him.
Yes, he's a bad communicator.
And I mean, and not only that, he likes things his way.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. You ready for this? And I want you to be honest with me, because I'll know if you're lying.
Okay.
Was he it?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Was he it? Was he it?
Like when I got married?
No. I mean, just was he it? Was he the one?
No.
Good. And now I'm going to ask you again, ready? And you're going to give me a really good no. You ready?
Yeah.
Was he it?
No.
Good. Because he wasn't. Not even close. I mean, with you, you're so sensitive. You need somebody who is a humanitarian, who is like a leader, who you can communicate with, because for you, communication is a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you understand that you're a bit of a nag.
Possibly.
2012?
Okay.
What was going on in 2012?
Trying to think.
Okay. And that's connected to 2003.
Okay. 2003.
1994.
Okay. That's definitely.
1985.
Okay.
1976. So you would have been 3 years old.
Okay.
3 and 12 and 31 and 40. Okay. And then, yeah.
1994. Oh, sorry, 1994. I was 21, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said that. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 21, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, 94 is the year I got married, and I lost my grandmother.
Okay. And your grandmother's, do you know her dates by any chance?
Oh, I'm so bad with them. I know it's November 30th.
Do you know how old she was when she died, love?
I'm drawing a blank. She could actually, maybe it was 71. Sorry, when she died?
Yeah, how old she was when she died?
Oh, yeah, I believe it was 71.
Okay.
I believe it.
So that would be that would be 1923.
No. I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Don't be sorry. And then 39 years old.
I was sorry, 39.
Yeah.
What about 39? I apologize.
That there would have been something going on there as well.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so your mother's birth year?
My mother, 51. 1951.
And her month?
November.
And her day?
3.
Okay. And see, no doubt, like a lot of your anxiety, I swear, happened. Let me see if you have a contract with your mom. Just one sec. 1973, 1103. And so there's no doubt in my mind that like you understand that a lot of your anxiety, a lot of your fear, like that it would be your mom's.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right? Because think about it. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. From now until January, that's how long you spent time inside the body of your mother. And I guarantee she was a person that had a lot of anxiety. And because you're an empath, you just would have absorbed it all. So that's why we draw, like when we sort of begin life in an anxious state, often what we'll do is we'll draw people to us that will keep us anxious. And there's no doubt in my mind that this is where, like, you understand that you, of all people, need an oak tree.
Okay.
And an oak tree is someone who is solid and confident and is a good communicator and all of that. So you need someone who is like, that's what I love about Lloyd. He's an oak tree. He's solid, he's constant, not boring, but I don't have to worry about him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And your father's birth year?
1947.
And the month?
January.
And the day?
30th.
Okay. And see, both of your parents, like, I mean, no doubt that they loved you, but they weren't like, you know, like you understand that your dad had like a wall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, you know, it's so interesting, right? Because we end up dating like our fathers.
Yes, that's what they say.
Until we just say, you know what, I don't want to date my father. Like, I love my father, but I want somebody who is different and right for me. So all I know is this year is where you get to go through a lot of your files. You get to be able to offload them. I mean, there's no doubt like your ex taught you what you needed from what you didn't receive from him.
Okay.
you know, and like, because no doubt you're coming into a 9-year next year, and I don't know, I just got this weird kind of feeling that something is going to happen that is just going to make all of what you've gone through. And the other thing, just so you know, with the priestess, like there's a part of her that has a nun energy or a priest energy. So it's almost where you have to go back and like release yourself from the vows.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like when you say something, you mean it.
Okay.
And so one thing would be just to be able to release yourself from the vows.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And 2018 for you would have definitely been a very emotional year as well. But I must go, Lucy. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy your reading?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and
Thank
so,
you.
yeah, just shed some stuff and just offload so you just feel lighter and just more at peace. Because for you, it was more the change that impacted you than anything else.
Yes, makes sense.
And so this,
Thank you so much.
and this year is more a year of adjustment for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
So lots of tourmaline.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll get on top of that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Thank you, Lucy. Wow, that's
Have
so...
a great day.
You too, love.